This story is about a rich man and a poor beggar. But before I get to this story, let's throw a little something in here for us to think about. This life that we live day to day is not going to always last. One day we will die, and then the judgment for those who have decided that they wanted to lay up their treasures on this side of eternity. So let's go into this story. There was a certain rich man which was clothed in purple and fine linen, and fared sumptuously every day. And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which was laid at the gate, full of sores, and desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. Moreover, the dogs came and licked his sores. And it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom. The rich man also died and was buried. So far in the story, we see there was a rich man who dressed in purple and in fine linen. And we see a certain beggar named Lazarus, which laid at the gates of the rich man, full of sores. These are the two individuals in this story. And this man, the beggar, he just wanted crumbs. Just crumbs. He had to be very, very, very poor, as in appearance. He just wanted crumbs. He couldn't go to a doctor like the rich man probably went to many doctors, or doctors for this, doctors for that. The mind of the rich man was focused just on his money. His life here on this side of eternities. Yet Lazarus, the dogs licked his sores for healing. But then it came to pass that both the beggar and the rich man died. Like we all will die one day. Lazarus, the angels came. And they took him to Abraham's bosom. So this poor man knew God. And in hell, he lifted up his eyes, the rich man, because he had died. And being in torments and seeing Abraham afar off and Lazarus in his bosom, and he cried and said, Father, Abraham, have mercy on me and send Lazarus that he may dip the tip of my finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. And Abraham said, Son, remember that thou in thy lifetime receive thy good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things. But now he is comforted, and thou art tormented. So what have we learned so far? This man in this life had all of the things he could want. He was comforted. No problems. Life was good. The best food. The vacations. The great family. the great job. All of his stocks and bonds and all these things he had. But now he's in torment. He's in hell. And he's crying out to Abraham to bring him some water to cool his tongue. What happened next? Abraham tells him, he received good things in his life, and Lazarus evil things in his life. But now the tables have turned. And even if Father Abraham wanted to help him, he couldn't. He says, and besides all of this between us, there is a great gulf fixed, so that they which would pass from hence to you can not neither, and can they pass to us that would come from thence. Then he said, I pray thee therefore, Father, that thou wouldst send him to my father's house. For I have 5 brethren. He may testify unto them, lest they also come into this place of torment. And Abraham said unto him, they have Moses and the prophets. Let them hear them. And he said, nay, Father Abraham, but if one went unto them from the dead, they will repent. And he said unto them, if they hear not Moses and the prophets, neither will they be persuaded, through one rose from the dead. What we see here is sin has such a strong effect on us. If we were to, he's talking about his sons here, even if we were to see someone raised from the dead, we still would not turn to God. This rich man was begging Abraham to send someone to warn his sons. Here in hell, this man has remembrance of his life before dying. And that would be torture in itself. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. This verse, these verses, this story comes out of the book of St. Luke, chapter 16, verses 19 through 31.